Hey everybody, this is just a quick test video for live video. I had used Facebook Live in the past, and on my old computer it quit letting me download the videos after they were made. They said there was errors and that kind of thing, so I'm wondering if the problem was with my computer or something Facebook changed. So I'm going to test it out here and see using my phone, and if I'm able to copy the video after the fact, then I'll use Facebook Live when we get to the repeater site and show you around the workings of the repeater and the installation and everything. If not, I'll make a video and upload it later. But this is the new DR2X Fusion repeater that'll be on 146.670. It's sitting here on the table in my shack right now. I'm going to turn it on briefly just to let you see how all that goes. As you can see, it's got the club call sign, W4UD repeater. It does require a password to access the repeater and be able to make any changes. So we'll plug that in. Can't show everybody or we have to change it. Cool thing about this repeater, it has two receivers, one transmitter. The B-side receiver is a control. There's a control frequency separate from the repeater frequency that we can go on and put in DTMF codes and make changes. This thing also has the capability with a fusion radio of being able to tie those radios to it and make control. We don't have that activated. We just have the DTMF codes, and folks like like Jack, our club trustee, and a few others have the codes in case we need to shut the repeater off or make any change. There are some changes we can make from the ground using DTMF codes like the power setting. So we'll go into our setup menu, and as you can see, I've already changed the frequency to 146.670. Oops, made a typo. See, good thing I checked that. I got fat fingers and old habits. Obviously, I would have checked that before I left the repeater site and tried to transmit on it. But, so there we go. Now we got it right. And this thing is in AMS mode, so whatever signal goes in, if it's analog, FM, or digital, that's what it's going to switch to automatically. And you can actually listen to the repeater through the speaker. It has a volume control. You can take a microphone and plug into it and use it as a base and actually transmit off of it. I never tried that. You actually have to change the modes and everything to be able to do that. I am monitoring 6.7 on the HT in case someone starts transmitting. I can shut this thing off real quick so we don't have any doubling or anything. In fact, you can put it on low power too, just in case from here, because I don't have much range here at my shack compared to the repeater site. But just a few functions we'll look at real quick. This thing, if you notice, squelch right here, it has receive tone off and transmit tone, its tone. So you do not have to transmit a tone to get into the repeater, but the repeater will transmit a tone of 67 Hertz. So you can program that into the receive of your radio as a convenience feature. You don't have to listen to all the noise. You can see right there. Just going through some of these functions too, just show you how simple this thing is to program for the most part. Come with a really good instruction book, and there's also some videos out there that Yaesu folks put out that I use to kind of help me with it. Yeah, there's our tone. I have the transmit tone set to, or the receive tone set to 67, but you can see it's oranged out, which means that's not being used. Should we decide later that we need to put a tone to access the repeater, it's pretty much ready to go. We'll just, I don't think we can do it from DTMF, but we can come up to the repeater site and hit this little menu right here and change that R to tone, and we're good to go. So if anybody in the future has to do that other than me, then... Okay, well, it's not interfering with them, so we'll keep going, because I can hear it over on the other side. they're just, it's kind of, if you're close to me, it would be doubling, I'm sure.
UD4JJ, WE4AWJ. Good morning there, Jim. Yeah, Ditto had a appointment, but I think he's back home now.
I'll turn that down.
He popped back in there. How you doing this morning?
I was just going to show you real quick, and then I'll shut it off. The ID announce every 10 minutes on, there we go, every 10 minutes on the analog side, you're going to get a CWID just like the old repeater. It's a mid-level volume. I can actually change that to a lower volume, but I've been testing it out, and mid seems to be working good. The ID speed is about 24 words a minute. We can go up or down on that. I think we can go down to 15 words a minute. And of course, it's going to ID and CW. The timeout timer. I'll cover that real quick. Timeout timer is set to 3 minutes, and that corresponds with the timeout timer of Wires X. And we have a Wires X room set up on this, so all that's going to mesh together now and be the same. There's a very short squelch tail on this thing. Like it's instant. When you key up and unkey, it goes away, and there's no beep anymore. So for chunking, the repeater is not going to produce the same fun effects that it used to. But there's the 0 milliseconds squelch tail length. And so I'm going to go ahead and shut this thing down so we don't interfere with anybody that's using the old repeater currently. But just wanted to let everybody have kind of a look at that, and that way I can test out this Facebook Live thing and see. I've got like I said, another video I made earlier, and I'm going to try to piece all these videos together and let everybody see the installation of the repeater. So if Facebook Live works, stay tuned here in about 10:30 or so. Emmett's coming over, and then we're going to meet with one of my co-workers at the city, and they're going to take us up to the site. So between 10:30 around 11 o'clock-ish or whatever, we may be back on here doing some things on video. If not, we'll make videos and upload them later. Either way. But looks like I had a little bit of an audience. Thank you guys for checking in with me, and I'm going to stop the video now.